hindi lang ako pang hassle lang. I wanna have a kind of business na I can show up with so much ease, and I can only do that kung okay yung finances ko, kung okay yung mga savings ko. At the same time, I have a solid boundaries in terms of giving and managing my finances well. Yung ROI that you're going to get from this program is who you're becoming in that 5 months. I was able to really get clear yung intention behind my own savings in terms of like emergency fund. I was able to systemize kung saan mapupunta yung pera ko in terms of my priorities, in terms of the goals that I want to achieve. In terms of giving back, I was able to nail down how much would feel good to me. At the same time, ano yung intention also behind giving.
Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm so excited to bring in a past client of mine to interview her on her journey, a long journey that we've been together. And I've shared that I'm just so happy that I got to see that whole journey with her. And now she can share with you on how I've helped her with the mindset and system to rebuild her savings from ground zero. And now she's been confident with growing her emergency fund and travel fund, and at the same time feeling good about giving back to her family from overflow and also sustaining her own business. So she will share all the mindset shifts and tools from our coaching that really allowed her to stay resilient also during tough times in life and business. We're gonna get real raw in this video, and I'm so excited that Hannah is the perfect person to bring in for this one. So get ready to be inspired, and let's get into it. So Hannah, say hi to everyone.
Hello everyone, my name is Hannah. I'm a Done For You sales specialist and at the same time business mentor to Filipino Done For You service providers.
Ooh, yes. All right, perfect. So Hannah, paint us a picture like for everyone. I think most especially as business owners, it's not talked about enough, like the finances side of things and how important it is to have the right mindset and system around that if we want to scale our business. So share here, like, how was it handling your finances before you came to me for coaching, and how has it been different now?
That's really like a great question. So before working with Coach Nick, I have tried a bunch of things. Kasi parang personal experience din, I'm an accountancy graduate. So feeling ko like, alam ko na to. Marunong na ako mag-track, gano'n. Marunong na ako sa mga finance, gano'n. So ginagamit ko yung system back way nung college pa kami in terms of like financial statements, gano'n. Pero like when I'm already managing my own finances, parang I feel so overwhelmed. And at the same time, hindi ko alam kung ano ba talaga yung parang right way of managing my finances that really feels good to me. So, before working together, sobrang gulo ng finances ko. Hindi ko alam ano ba yung priority ko, bakit ako nagsisave, ano ba dapat yung parang, alam mo yun, yung mga standards that I should have when it comes to managing my finances. So, meron akong alam sa mga systems, but in terms of managing it, medyo magulo siya. So, yun yung parang scenario ko before working with Coach Nick. And then when we started working together, parang doon ko na-realize na, hindi pala siya about systems. May mindset pala yon. So sabi ko, it's really about my money mindset. That's why naaano yung boundaries ko when it comes to my finances. Hindi masyadong clear kung ano yung priorities ko. Well, I know exactly kung ano yung mga goals ko, pero alam mo yun, super vague niya kung paano ko ba ito mahihit, paano yung magiging process, paano yung magiging management ng finances ko kung paano ko i-allocate. So far, yun yung naging journey ko. Before, sobrang vague, sobrang gulo, may system, pero hindi ko siya masyadong nasusunod. And then after working with Coach Nick, I'm super clear na with my priorities. I also have like boundaries in terms of giving, in terms of my finances also.
All right. Yes, perfect. And as a follow-up question to that, I think the big word that you brought up in that journey is boundaries. Sometimes nakikita lang natin yung sa thrown everywhere na parang need to have boundaries with your money, with giving, ganyan. But then like actually doing it takes time. It takes process. Hindi siya parang bukas, okay, boundaries tomorrow, done, ganyan. So I'm sure a lot of people could relate to that, for those especially na having difficulty with having money boundaries. So if you could share, like, I just want to skip to that also, since I mentioned mo siya, like, what was your journey around that, like having money boundaries, and how do you think our coaching together helped you around finally being firm with the boundaries without feeling like I'm selfish or without feeling guilty about it? Because that's really a big one for Filipinos, diba?
Yeah, exactly. And personally, I feel like nag-root talaga siya during my childhood. Kasi before, like, I remember when I was like a child pa, like, my mother would always tell me na, oh, pag nagtatrabaho ka na, bibigyan mo kami, or like 50%, may ganong mga standards when I was still a child. Pero like, sa parents ko, like, joke lang yun or biro. Pero as a kid, parang hindi ko alam kung ano yung boundaries in terms of like joke, and at the same time, ito ba dapat or ganito ba dapat yung gagawin. So when it comes to like setting boundaries, sobrang hirap talaga niya. As a person na parang ako, I am someone na hindi talaga ako madamot. I'm not selfish. I always give. But at the same time, syempre, like as we grow, we also have like different priorities dun sa life natin. We also have like goals that we want to achieve. So in terms of like setting boundaries, before, kapag sumasahod ako, or at the same time, kapag nagkaka-client ako, kunyari, okay, yung business ko, nagkaka-clients, then premium clients. So parang sobrang saya ko nun. Then nagagawin ko, like a big portion of that will go or I will give it to my mom, which is like nung una parang inisip ko, this is my way of giving back. Ito yung way ko to actually like, alam mo yun, para makapag-give back ka na rin sa kanila in terms of the things that they did for you nung nag-aaral ka pa. So pag may mga sahod ako or kapag malalaki yung mga kinikita ko sa freelancing, ganun lagi yung ginagawa ko. So ang gagawin ko, okay, ilas lang yung mga expenses, tas konting matitira lang sa akin, tas the rest, like, inaano ko na siya sa mom ko. Pero what I saw coming for me nung mga times na yun is, yun nga, since may iba kong priority, sometimes parang hindi ko na alam kung ano yung boundaries, kung dapat ba ganitong amount, dapat ba ganito kalaki. And at the same time, merong mindset around that na, hala, kunyari kung maliit lang yung mabigay mo, parang binibigyan mo siya ng meaning na, hala, baka hindi ko, parang hindi deserve ng parents ko na ganun lang, or at the same time, parang kailangan mong magbigay ng malaki just to like deserve their love, mga ganong issues in terms of mindset. So, deeply rooted yung boundaries ko or setting boundaries in my finances on how I perceive myself as a daughter to my parents. So, feeling ko that time na kung gaano kaliit or gaano kalaki yung ibinibigay ko sa parents ko, parang ganun na lang din kaliit or kalaki yung matatanggap or marireceive ko na love from them. So it's really like super hard for me before to set proper boundaries in terms of finances. Parang nire-relate ko siya dun sa perception ko about them valuing me as their daughter.
Yeah, and it's good that you brought that up na it's really deeply rooted, because that's only when we were able to really like get curious around that. Like that's when you were able to reframe your mindset around that. And like if you could also share na what do you think became the impact? Like ano yung nakita mong difference na okay nung time na I just unconsciously was just giving and giving versus nung nagkaroon ka na ng boundaries, how did it affect how you ran your business? How did it affect how you would scale your business? Ano yung nakita mong differences because your mindset has changed na around giving?
It changed a lot, and sobrang laki nung impact nun personally, and then at the same time sa business ko. Siguro like first yung personally is my relationship with my parents, my relationship with my mom. So dati binibigyan ko ng meaning na ay kapag ganito lang kaliit, parang ganito lang din yung ma-receive ko, or there's also like miscommunication with each other. So nung nagkaroon ako ng boundaries, when I actually explained to my mom na ganito kasi may priorities ako or may mga gusto kong gawin, she actually understood it. Parang siya pa nga yung parang pinakaunang tao na, sige, gawin mo yan. Parang, do it for you, do it for your business. And at the same time, mas naging okay yung communication namin. Kasi parang pag-usapang pera before, pag, oh, may clients ka na. Tapos yung reaction ko parang, defensive. Agad na, wala pa nga, ganyan. Wala pa nga akong clients eh. Tinatrabaho ko pa. So parang, ano ba, tinatanong ka lang kung may clients ka. Pero yun yung reaction ko before. Super defensive. Parang feeling ko, wait lang, wala pa nga, tinatrabaho ko pa nga lang. Tapos nagtatanong na, which is in their side naman, parang they are just genuinely concerned about me. They are just genuinely curious kung ano yung nangyayari sa business ko, and nagtatanong sila kung anong progress. Pero yun nga sa akin, parang overly defensive ako na binibigyan ko ng meaning. So when I set proper boundaries with my mom, and at the same time on how much I give, mas naging okay yung communication namin, mas naging okay yung relationship namin, and at the same time, mas na-communicate ko talaga kung ano yung mga gusto kong gawin, ano yung mga priorities ko in my business. And then second, yung naging impact naman ito sa business ko, like I can see clearly yung vision ko for the business na, okay, I'm not just any other freelancer na parang nandito lang just to earn. Parang ako ang vision ko, like I really want to scale. I really want to invest in my business. So yung impact nun, I was able to invest in my business in terms of mga coaching programs. At the same time, nag-start na rin ako mag-outsource sa mga team members. So before, wala akong like consistent team members talaga na parang contractual. But there are times na when I really needed someone to help me in terms of like serving clients, like I have the funds to actually onboard independent contractors to help me with those projects. So sobrang laking impact niya in terms of my business now whenever I manage my finances well. It's not just about me. It's not just funding my living expenses, but it's also funding the scalability of my business where I can see my vision na okay, itatabi ko tong finance or tong money na to actually scale the business because I'm not just here for the current situation pero gusto ko pang mag-scale. So yun talaga yung major impact of setting boundaries. Personally, my relationship with my mom has changed so much. Hindi na ako sobrang defensive. Kung before, pag nagtatanong siya, oh, may clients ka na ba? Like, dati, parang galit ka na. Ngayon, parang we were able to have open communication with each other na, and I can also like ask for like, alam mo yun, mga opinions niya, or meron kasi silang mga certain opinions and that could help your business. Parang there is like parang collaboration na in terms of our relationship na very open-minded na with each other, unlike before. And then ganun din sa business ko, I can share the things that I can't share before. Yeah, mas okay na yung flow ng relationship namin. And yung business ko rin, like, alam ko na kung ano yung mga dapat kong gawin in terms of like outsourcing, in terms of setting funds to actually like support the vision for scaling.
Yes, yes. I think it's so good that you brought those two things together kasi like we don't even realize na how our money beliefs would prevent us from scaling our business.
Yeah.
Like we don't even realize that. And so these conversations that we have, I'm just so proud, like seeing where you are, like truly, because I remember when you used to put so much pressure on yourself with giving that it put so much pressure on your business. And then you started like feeling, stressed about your business because you felt like you gave meaning to give more and all of that. And now that you're able to get free and break free from that, now you're able to really have the mental space, to outsource, to think of how else to scale your business in a way that feels good to you instead of something na parang nasa pressure cooker, diba? And that's something that is not talked about enough. Na ito yung mga mindset things that we don't even realize block us from scaling our income or scaling in a way that's more at peace, that's more at ease for us. And also another thing that you talked about when it comes to like boundaries actually helped you in having a better relationship with your mom. Like I was so happy when you said that because we think that boundaries actually isolate us, or we think boundaries actually like dampen relationships with people, when it's actually the opposite. When we get to set those properly and in a healthy way, it actually allows us to have a more fruitful relationship, mas may collaboration. And I think baka may mga tao nakarelate na parang, how did that happen? Of course, it wasn't overnight. So parang naisip ko lang, I just want to throw out a question there na parang, do you remember like the breakthrough moment na parang you're like, oh my gosh, like I need to do something about this? Like, do you remember like a certain moment during our coaching that turned things around for you, and then that's when everything started shifting when it came to your boundaries?
Yeah, exactly. Siguro yung turning point ko was, hindi ko na siya matandaan kung anong year exactly, but I remember that was the point that I was really burnt out sa business ko. And I really agree with what you said, Coach, na when we don't have boundaries in terms of giving, parang lagi tayong nasa pressure cooker, or parang, alam mo yun, laging pressure yung pag-show up mo, like how you sell or market your services, kailangan parang madalian lahat. And yun siguro yung parang point or turning point ko in my business to know na, okay, something has to change kasi hindi mababago to. And ako lang mismo din yung makakabago in terms of like changing the things that I have to change in terms of like setting boundaries. So nung na-realize ko na, okay, bakit ako laging nasa cycle of burnout? Parang feeling ko, nag-show up ako, ang dami kong clients, may yung clients ako, pero tinitignan ko yung bangko ko, oh my God, wala akong naiipon. Tapos parang may gusto akong gawin na gusto ko mag-outsource, kailangan ko ng tulong. Parang very, very limited lang yung nagagawa ko before. And then that is exactly the time na, okay, I have to set proper boundaries. And I agree with you na hindi siya parang overnight success. It's actually like a year of like practicing, of like taking courage to have communication. Kasi when you say na boundaries, parang feeling mo, okay, simple lang i-communicate ko lang yung gusto ko, but the process on how you're going to do that, sobrang hirap. And I remember meron pa tayong coaching session na hala, hindi ko talaga alam, coach, yung sasabihin ko. And I remember you saying na, okay, i-practice natin. Would it help na meron kang script to actually say to your mother? And we actually did that. May script kami kasi it was so hard for me to have an open communication to my mom na parang, ma, ito yung gusto ko. Ito yung, like, dati hindi ko kayang gawin yon. So parang we started from there, really dun sa turning point na, okay, nababurnout na ako, paulit-ulit na lang, like mag-hustle, magbo-boom yung business, magkakaroon ng madaming clients, and then at the end, walang matitira, or kung may matitira, like wala masyadong nasisave for my personal goals, for my business. So yun yung turning point up until na parang okay, kaya kailangan ko na siyang baguhin. And at the same time, super helpful din ng mga script. Kasi nga, like the first few steps na gagawin mo yun, parang paano nga, nanay ko yun eh. So, magba-boundaries ako. Eh, paano kung ano yung sabihin? So, ang daming mindset spirals, ang daming mga voices inside your mind na naririnig ka. So, super helpful ng script. And at the same time, I really love how you coach me well throughout that journey na parang nakikita mo kasi, parang whenever you are coaching someone, kunyari ako yung kina-coach, hindi ko agad yun nakikita. Parang I am so fed up dun sa mga challenges that I'm facing na hindi ko na nakikita yung vision ko, na hindi ko na nakikita na okay, ito yung nangyayari. So I really appreciate yung mga tough love coaching session mo, especially when you said na, okay, Hannah, you deserve something better. Yun talaga, yun yung parang nagpa-open up sa mindset ko na, hala, oo nga, no? Like, I deserve better. Hindi lang ako pang hassle lang, hindi lang ako pang pressure, or ano lang. Like, I want to have like a kind of business na I can show up with so much ease, and I can only do that kung okay yung finances ko, kung okay yung mga savings ko. At the same time, I have a solid boundaries in terms of giving and in terms of like managing my finances well then.
Yes, yes. And I think it's really a vulnerable journey, that we went through together in all of that, because I think it was so important. You were able to vocalize yung mga gentong sentiments mo around, giving, because that's only when we were able to identify nga na it has been a big blocker for you. And then ultimately nga na before you can actually create these kinds of money conversations with someone, you need to be comfortable in having your
Yeah.
own money conversations with someone you trust. Like, hindi mo siya masasabi sa mom mo if you yourself, you're scared to talk about your own money issues, your own money
Yeah.
problems. And I think that's the great thing that came out of our coaching na, because nasanay ka na, you're like, okay, mag-meet tayo, and you're like, okay, coach, ito yung mga nangyari, ito yung mga money ganapin, and ganyan. Parang it just got so natural for you to speak up about it and solve them and work your way through them, na when it started to be like, okay, how do you then do this to people na hindi sanay talking about this? Because again, like, I think I remember one of the things that came up also was like, I kept reminding you, like, you're the one breaking the cycle, so it's gonna be uncomfortable, it's gonna be awkward, it's going to feel scary, it's gonna feel nerve-wracking. But then that's the thing, it's because you're not doing what everyone has been used to doing. You're breaking a chain, and it was constantly going back to that. And that's why, yeah, I do remember that moment when I was like, Hannah, you deserve so much better than this, because I truly saw that, and I didn't want you to settle any longer. And that's why nga, sabi ko nung I got your testimonial about, everything na napagdaanan natin and where you are now, I was like, I have to bring Hannah in, because maybe a lot of people are in your place where you were, na parang, okay, parang paulit-ulit na lang ba to? Or like, is it the same cycle over and over again? So let's jump into now. Sabi mo nga from before na parang hustle and hustle pero walang naiipon. Now, jumping to now, 2024, that you have finally started rebuilding your savings. So I was so happy when you shared with me na I finally ticked off my savings goals. You've been allotting funds stuff for your emergency fund, travel fund, and at the same time, feeling good about giving back to your family. So now that you are here at this moment, no, parang how do you think everything that we went through in our coaching has helped you with your savings goals and hitting your savings goals now?
Yeah, sobrang helpful talaga nung coaching session. And I also want to circle back dun sa pinaka-journey na this is why long-term coaching container is so important. Kasi we started in 8 weeks, right, coach? Yeah, we started in 8 weeks. And those 8 weeks, parang foundational pa lang siya na we're just talking about na, oh, ito yung gusto ko, ito yung paano yung gagawin, and then life happens. And hindi mo siya masasolve agad-agad ng 8 weeks lang. And you needed so much more time to actually sit down with all the things that are happening with your life. Parang that's what happened with our coaching relationship. I've grown so much inside the container na parang every single time nagbabago. Nagbabago yung goals, nagbabago yung life situation, nagbabago kung ano-ano man yung nangyayari behind the scenes. But at the same time, you were able to help. You were able to really help me like track all the things things in terms of like finances. So in terms of like savings, parang mas naging clear sa akin na okay, how much ba yung dapat kong i-save and what for? Kasi before, parang yung mindset ko lang, kailangan ko lang mag-save. Walang intention behind it na okay, magsisave ka ng 10K or 20K per month. But for what? Pero since wala kang intention behind it, parang it's so much easier for you na whenever something came up na, galawin ko yung savings ko kasi wala naman ako paggagamitan, nakatenga lang sa bangko. But when you have like an intention behind that na binaback or you have like a deeper meaning or deeper reason behind why you are saving, it's so much easier for you to stick with your commitments and it's so much easier for you to really follow the system. Yun yung first, like you were able to really help me. Ano yung intention mo when it comes to savings? Ano yung mga goals mo? And then before kasi parang hindi rin kasi ako yung type ng tao na parang isa lang yung gusto. Like as someone na multi-passionate, parang paano ko to i-align sa finances ko? Gusto kong mag-save, gusto kong mag-travel, gusto kong mag-give back, gusto kong pumunta sa ganito, gusto kong So parang I was so overwhelmed. Tapos feeling ko it's really about my system, but it's actually not. Na like you were able to help me really nail down na okay, it's okay. Like let's do it one step at a time. Kung ito yung mga things that you would want to achieve in your life, let's put a finance system na you are on track on actually hitting those goals. So not just about like savings goals, but yung priorities in life, you were able to help me na, okay, how much yung savings, ano yung mga gusto mong gawin? Gusto mo mag-travel? O di mag-travel fund ka, hindi mo kukunin sa savings. Kasi di ba before, parang, okay, magsisave ako, tapos gusto kong mag-travel. Yung travel fund mo, kukunin mo dun sa emergency fund or savings. So at the end of your travel, wala na, zero out na yung savings mo. So when we were able to really get clear kung ano yung mga sweet life goals that I really want to achieve, we were able to track down kung saan pupunta dapat yung pera while also like giving back. And then in terms of giving back then, like ano ba yung amount that you are comfortable giving, that you are like parang that you will feel so good in giving. At the same time, we were able to like really dig deeper kung ano ba yung way ko in giving back. Kasi parang before,
Mhm.
like sa akin, okay, ang giving back is like money lang or you have to give certain amount to your parents and that's already like a give back. And then I realized throughout the coaching container na I have different way pala of giving back. Like in terms of my family, mas gusto ko pala na nag-give back in terms of education, in terms of tuition fee. So yun yung isa, naging clear ako like what is my way of giving back to my parents, not just about money or not just like identifying kung magkano, pero ano yung intention behind it. And then second of all, in terms of giving then, since we were talking about a lot about boundaries, kasi tumutulong din ako sa mga relatives ko in terms of education. And then may times then before na parang sabi ko, hala Coach Nick, magagalaw yung ano ko, hindi ko na mahihit yung savings ko kasi tutulong ako sa ganito, tutulong ako sa ganyan. So parang masisiro out yung savings. And then you were telling me, is it your responsibility? Sabi ko, oo nga no, parang nakatatak kasi sa mindset ko na hindi, required akong magbigay, required ako na tumulong. Parang it was also like deeply rooted siguro sa mindset that are coming from parents na dahil ikaw yung meron ngayon, parang responsibility mo to help your relatives or your cousin, which is something na I really hate about. Kasi before, parang, bakit ko responsibility? Hindi ko naman sila anak or whatsoever. And that time, we were able to really like nail down ano ba yung I would feel good about giving. So, not just about money, pero I realized na mas gusto ko palang tumutulong sa mga relatives ko, especially sa mga cousins ko, in terms of giving them opportunities to earn. It can be like learning a skill, it can be like teaching them something else that could benefit their career. So yun yung like way of giving ko and other than just like giving money to them. So all in all, yung pinaka-summary talaga nun is like I was able to really get clear ano yung intention behind my own savings in terms of like emergency fund. Second of all, I was able to like systemize kung saan mapupunta yung pera ko in terms of my priorities, in terms of the goals that I want to achieve. And then third is in terms of giving back, I was able to like really nail down kung how much yung would feel good to me at the same time ano yung intention also behind giving.
Yes, I think you said that perfectly. Like you basically like summed up like all of the things that, allowed you to get out of the cycle of like, okay, I'm earning a lot, but how come parang hindi dumadagdag yung savings ko? And we really got deep into that na, okay, we started with first understanding where do you want your life to go? What's the vision you have for your life? Kasi na-realize ko na only when we're clear about where our life is headed, that's when we're gonna get clear about how we're going to adjust our finances accordingly. Ultimately, financial system naman natin is just a tool eh. Like we're in the driving seat, we're holding the driving wheel na parang, okay, where are we gonna go? And then when we decide where we wanna go, what our priorities are, then it's gonna be easier for us to feel good about, okay, dito pupunta yung pera ko, mapupunta sa travel, mapupunta sa maggala ko, mapupunta sa mga expenses ko or sa pag-give, ganyan. And that also, like as you said, someone who is very multi-passionate, natatandaan ko every session, you're like, Coach, na-realize ko ayoko nun eh. Na-realize ko parang mas gusto ko to eh, And then, you're like, Coach, okay lang ba? Kasi parang paiba-iba yung utak ko, ganyan. Sabi ko, no, this is good because like, imagine if like, it took you 2 years to realize you don't want that. Like at least every month, every 2 weeks, we would have a catch up, we would have a check-in, and for you to realize na parang that doesn't align with me anymore. And so we recalibrate. Like sometimes kasi we might get so attached to like the financial system na parang ito na yung nagawa ko eh. Pero what if life happens? What if our priority shift? What if our vision for our business changes? What if we want to pivot in our business? Like we don't want to be so hard on ourselves na parang we have to stick to make sure like ganito yung finances natin. And so I like that every time we would be on a call, na parang nare-realize mo na parang, okay, ito talaga yung gusto ko i-prioritize. Ito talaga yung way ko to give and so on. And ultimately, we were finally able to strike that balance of like, okay, I'm able to feel good about how I'm earning. That allows me to not only take care of myself, of my dreams, and at the same time, feel good about helping my relatives, giving back to them. And so, truly talagang yung mindset and the system, pag-systemize of things. Because I remember in our sessions, we'd be like, okay, ito yung parang mga mindset stuff, and then we're like, okay, so tali na natin sa financial system, And so, which is good, diba? Kasi it can't just be the financial system, and at the same time, it can't be just about the mindset. Parang ano yung action step, and you are a proof of that na parang when you get to work on both, you get to see the tangible results. So speaking of that, what do you think are those tangible goals or results that became reality for you as a result of working on those things together?
Siguro yung mga tangible results sa sobrang tagal naming magka-work ni Coach. Parang sobrang daming nangyari in terms of like really getting clear kung ano yung identity ko as a business owner then, because I was able to really have clarity on my money mindset, na I realized na nagmamatter din pala yun as a business owner kasi nagme-mirror yun sa business mo when you're not clear with your money mindset things. And siguro yung mga tangible things. So first is yung travel. So before, hindi talaga ako nakakapag-travel. And then last year, nakapag-travel ako with my business friends. We were able to go to Thailand and it was all 100% funded by my business. And then hindi ko siya kinuha sa savings ko, which is so good. Meron akong travel fund and doon siya nanggaling. So yun yung first. And then second, since sobrang daming mga like identity shifts talaga throughout our coaching calls together, yung tangible result siguro is I was able to confidently launch different kind of programs that could actually help more Filipino freelancers as well. So I remember before na ang dami rin namin coaching sessions ni Coach Nick na, what if hindi pa ako like worthy to actually coach, to actually mentor? And then the coaching sessions really helped me to launch yung flagship program ko na CPSS back-to-back. Nakapag-launch din ako nung CTC course, yung mga low-ticket courses. And when I remember those season, I remember our coaching session na Coach Nick would always like really motivate me na, di ba nagawa mo na to? And that is exactly what your program is all about. So super helpful niya. And then in terms of like really finances, merong mga seasons sa business ko na nagbo-blow up talaga yung business ko. And feeling ko, one of the major reasons behind that is my mindset. My mindset about money, my mindset about self-worth. And yun yung sobrang impact ng nakuha ko sa coaching program ni Coach Nick is when I was able to overcome those mindset hurdles. Kasi when you don't have someone to talk to, especially kung hindi sila parang mindset coach expert, na you're having conversations with, mahirap makipagpalitan ng ideas. And then at the same time, they won't able to like give you insights na would help you to ask questions, yung mga deeply rooted questions na, ay, oo nga, no? Ba't hindi ko naisip yun? Oo nga pala, yung answer lang sa tanong ko nasa akin lang pala. So, super helpful nung mga ganong questions ni Coach Nick kasi you will be able to really like realize that the answers that you are looking for is already within you. So, those are the things that actually help me blow up my business in terms of like signing premium clients. Nakaka-receive na ako ng mga pay in full clients before. Parang dati, premium clients, pero hindi sila nagpe-pay in full. Tapos nagugulat na lang ako, okay, may nagbabayad ng pay in full. Tapos, yun yung pangatlo. And then at the same time, ano pa ba? Oh, there were times na, syempre hindi lang blow up season sa business, di ba? Meron ding mga low season. Di naman low season. Siguro like, so-so season, ganun na lang. May mga so-so season sa business. And because I was able to really like have a systemized financial system, when those things happened in my life, I wouldn't say na parang 100% ready ako, but I had something to get from kahit wala pang masyadong clients. So for example, nung nagkaroon ng emergency sa amin, so I had to go back to the province to take care of my grandmother. And siguro kung wala akong savings before, hindi ako makaka-help to my family in terms of like medicine, in terms of like yung mga maintenance, yung oxygen. Kasi weekly, sobrang laki ng gastos namin. And super thankful ako that I was able to like save up for like emergency fund. And at the same time, going back then, before na magkasakit yung lola ko. So since nakapag-save up ako for travel fund, one of my goals really before is sabi ko, gusto kong umuwi sa province ko to actually treat my grandmother kasi siya yung nagpalaki sa akin eh. So parang gusto kong mag-give back din sa lola ko na I want her to experience the things that we haven't experienced before. So, before nung healthy pa yung lola ko, wala pa siyang sakit, umuwi ako ng province to travel and then to treat the whole family to a resort, private resort siya. If I'm gonna look back, tapos iniisip ko na, hala, what if wala akong savings nun? What if wala akong travel fund nun? Parang sobrang laking regrets that I would have na, shit, hindi ako nakabawi. Shit, hindi ko naparanasin ganito. So, when there are seasons na nagbo-blow up yung business ko and there are seasons na so-so season, I have something to get from. Meron akong pagkukunan ng funds, meron akong pagkukunan ng pera. And I remember Coach Nick saying before na, diba yun naman talaga yung reason kung bakit mo, like, kung bakit ka may emergency fund. So, pag may emergency, may pagkukuhanan ko. And I'm so super grateful ako doon na meron akong system talaga that were able to help me have my savings and have my travel fund. So, before magkasakit and before mawala ng lola ko, parang I was able to really like make her experience life. And at the same time, nung naging bedridden na din siya, I was able to go home without having to think na, okay, magpapaalam pa ako sa boss ko or hindi ako pwedeng umuwi kasi wala pa akong savings, ganyan. So parang I was able to go home peacefully without ever thinking about money kasi alam ko, okay, may savings ako. And habang nando naman ako, mag-work naman ako and I know how to like really systemize my finances for me to be able to help. So those are the big things that I was able to accomplish during the coaching session. Kapag travel ako abroad, nakapag-save up ako for travel funds, nakapag-save up ako for emergency fund. And then when the emergency happened, may napagkuhanan ako. And at the same time, after nung emergency namin, after my lola passed away, I was able to also recalibrate yung finances ko to get back on track. And super helpful din ng mga coaching sessions kasi when you are grieving, parang hindi mo na alam kung saan ka mag-start. So it's really helpful that you have a coach na alam niya kung ano yung vision mo. Na remember, ito yung goal mo, ito yung vision mo. So parang she's giving you so much grace, but at the same time, she's reminding you na, Hannah, you deserve better. It's okay to feel that way, but if you're ready to move forward, ito yung vision, ito yung goal. Let's go back to it. So yun yung like impact ng coaching sa akin. And sobrang nangyari sa life ko. And I'm so thankful na nung na-experience ko yun, nandyan si Coach Nick to actually like guide me. Like, nandyan si Coach Nick to actually like listen to me, yung mga iyakan, no? Mga ganon. So, there are coaching sessions na parang, di ko na alam, tapos umiiyak na ako, tapos parang nag-iiyakan kami ni Coach Nick sa call, and then we will end the call with like an actionable things that I can like move forward on kahit sobrang hirap ng life or kahit super challenging ng mga nangyayari, there's always something that you can like move out from that.
Yes. Yes. Grabe. Alam mo, na-realize ko parang kailangan natin mga three interviews kasi ang dami natin pinagdaanan together.
Di ba?
Kasi nga, for context, like for Hannah, we worked for 8 weeks muna and then she continued working with me. Tapos parang naging over a year in essence. So parang over a year together. So talagang ang daming pwede mangyari sa life within a year. And this goes to show na parang we need to both have grace for ourselves when life happens, and at the same time know when we want to bounce back again and rebuild again, to remind ourselves that parang this is just a temporary season and we can go back to a season where we can bounce back and get on track again. And like if someone is going through like that low season or so season and they see you now, they're like, okay, like I can get to that point also. Like parang hindi lang ako forever nandito sa so place,
Yeah.
And so another thing that I think when you talk about the highs, lows in business, the thing that also you shared with me na you were able to develop throughout our coaching was having that trust and resilience in yourself as a business owner, which I think I remember initially you came to me struggling with like parang I'm losing sight of like I need to parang may FOMO na, or like parang okay, I need to constantly ask validation from others to do what I need to do in business. And so share your journey around that na parang how do you think the coaching has helped you develop that self-trust and self-belief in yourself again? What impact has that brought into your business?
Yeah, kasi merong season din sa business ko na, alam mo yung parang lahat nag-i-invest. parang, parang lahat nag-i-invest sa business coach. Tapos sabi ko, shit, parang nakaka-FOMO ako. Parang nami-miss out na ba ako? Kasi parang I've been investing in coaching programs. Pero may season sa business ko na parang sobrang tagal ko before mag-invest ulit. And we were having like conversations with that during the coaching calls. And it was deeply rooted then na I'm not trusting myself enough and I don't have like, parang nagmamadali ako, ganon. Parang gusto ko, okay, dapat agad-agad meron na. And then yung nagiging solution or yung parang band-aid fix ko is, okay, dahil wala pang result, I have to invest. And it's actually like costing so much din sa finances ko. And when we were having like coaching calls during that season of my business, we were able to identify na ano ba talaga yung gusto mo and bakit mo kailangan mag-invest. So, nung tinatanong ako ng mga ganong questions, parang doon ko na-realize na, I don't trust myself enough. And parang yun din, yung one of the things that is costing my finances na hindi ko na ma-manage ng maayos. Kasi whenever I experience something, mag-invest ako. Whenever na magkaroon lang ng so-so season, mag-invest ako. Which is, there is like a fine line din kung kailan mo kailangan ng coach, kung kailan mo kailangan ng mentor. And I feel like that season, hindi ko pa talaga kailangan ng mentor. Like, I feel like the things that I have to offer and deliver to my clients, I already have that. Meron talagang ganun sa business mo. And all I have to do is really to trust myself na, okay, kaya kong gawin to. I can deliver. Meron ng mga results. And at the same time, to be resilient. Na it's really like normal to have those kind of season in your business na merong mag-blow up yung business mo and meron ding so-so season, but it doesn't mean that you're failing. It doesn't mean na magbe-burn na to the ground yung business mo. Kasi it's also like coming out from fear na, hala, paano pag nag-end yung business ko? Paano pag nag-shutdown pag hindi ako nag-invest? May mga ganong mindset before na it's actually not true. It's actually not true na we were able to really get down dun sa mga mindset spirals na yon na, okay, all you need to do to sign clients is to trust yourself. There are still season din ng mga coaching sessions na yon na, ano pa bang hinahanap mo? May results ka na, may feedback ka na, may testimonial ka na. What else are you looking for? And then I was like stunned na, hello nga no, ano pa bang kailangan ko i-showcase? So, I just have to be me. Meron pang affirmation doon na, okay, I just have to be me and it's more than enough kasi hindi naman yun yung binibili ng mga clients ko sa akin. The reason why they invest in me is not just about the results as well, but it's also about like how I trust myself to really help them with whatever they're currently experiencing in their business. So, merong season sa business ko na sobrang panay-panay yung invest ko, and there are also season na okay, I had to stop kasi it's more hindi na siya like normal, if I may say. And then at the same time, that season also in my business really helped me to trust myself, really to trust my own message, to trust my own transformation. Kasi it's already there. It's already within me.
Yeah, I think there's definitely a thin line between like like knowing when to trust yourself and knowing when you need another strategy, because most of the time
Yeah.
you already know the strategy, you just don't trust yourself with implementing the thing, or
Yeah.
or doing the work. And I think I remember nga na-mention mo sa akin, alam mo coach, ang dami ko nang natipid sa coaching natin kasi siguro kung di tayo nagko-coaching baka ang dami ko na in-invest ng mga programs sa thousands of dollars na parang di ko naman kailangan. I just needed to get coached on building that trust in myself and believing that I already know what to do. I already know why people buy from me. I just need to show up from that place instead of invest out of fear, invest out of lack. And for those curious to know, like I'm sure there are people who like, okay, nag-coaching na kayo ni Nick ng 8 weeks, tapos nag 1 year pa kayo, ganyan. So, I'm also curious, like, I don't know, I don't think we super talked about it, but, what was your driving force to continue working with me then, like, after 8 weeks? Like, what do you think were the benefits that you got out of working with a coach long term?
Yeah, exactly. Before, yung plan ko lang talaga is 8 weeks. Kasi yun lang yung available program ni Coach Nick. Pero nung nandun ako sa program, I really felt so expansive. At the same time, sobrang if I would describe it, yung feeling ko whenever I have conversations with coaching, sobrang sarap sa pakiramdam. Alam mo yung feeling na parang, hindi ko siya ma-explain. Pero yun nga, parang sobrang sarap sa pakiramdam because there's a lot of transformations, there's a lot of like aha moments, and I feel like sobrang liit lang ng 8 weeks to actually have the maximized transformation that we were able to experience. So nung first resign ko kay Coach Nick, which is like yung 6 months, I really wanted more. So sabi ko, meron pa to. Parang may mga wins na ako throughout the 8 weeks, pero like I was craving for more. Like I want to be like in Coach Nick's energy. I want to be coach. I want to have like someone in my back pocket to really have conversations about what are the things that I'm currently like struggling with, ganon. As I scale my business, as I like up level in the things that I do in my life, or both like personal and professionally, I know for a reason na meron pa ring mga like changes that would happen. Meron pa rin ako mga challenges na I would encounter. And I don't want to like face that alone. So it's not really you na parang some people would think nagre-rely ka na lang sa coach or mentor because you are working with them in the long term. And for me, it's not that. Kasi yung partnership or yung coaching partnership mo with Coach Nick, it's really like her making you realize of your gifts, making you realize of your power. And yun yung main reason kung bakit ako nag-invest ng long term, especially kay Coach Nick. Kasi I feel like it's so much valuable. At the same time, sobrang worth it niya. Because as you scale a business, as you up level in life, syempre mag-up level din yung mga challenges. Mag-up level din yung mga things that you are experiencing. And I was right. I was right in that decision. Kasi nung after ng 8 weeks, 6 months, parang okay na tayo. Ang ganda na ng finances ko. Solid na. Say, on track na yung savings plan ko. May plano na ako. Ang dami kong plano. Tapos, siguro after mga 3 months of resigning, parang, anong nangyayari? Sabi ko, anong nangyayari? Parang coach, naayos na natin to. Tapos babaguhin namin. And then I realized myself, parang sabi ko, eto na yun. Eto na yung totoong coaching session. The coaching session really starts long term, hindi yung short term lang na okay, tapos na tayo and then what's next. So for me, yung benefit talaga is you have a coach in your back pocket to really do life with you, to really guide you throughout the like mindset spirals that you are encountering. And yung benefit for me is I don't have to like sit with it for weeks, for months for me to overcome it. So imagine kung ako lang yun, like yes, I can overcome it by myself. Pero like how much time would it take me? How much energy would it take me na if you figure out where I can hire someone, where I can work with someone na we can just sit in like 60 minutes na coaching session and then that's it. So parang yun yung pinaka-benefit niya talaga is the reason why I invested long-term is I see my long-term vision because I want to scale my business. I want to grow personally. And at the same time, I want like alam mo yon, I want a fast progress in terms of solving the things that I'm experiencing. Kasi alam ko sa sarili ko na, okay, kaya ko tong isolve, but it would take me days or weeks to even sit with my emotions and figure out kung paano ko yun isa-solve. Where kung nandyan si Coach Nick, like we can have conversations. Hindi si Coach Nick yung magsasabi na, oh, gawin mo to, gawin mo yan. Ito yung solution. No way. Like, she is actually guiding you to like make your own decision. She's guiding you to take back your power and like really like make an empowered decision kung ano man yung pinagdadaanan mo or ano man yung mga challenges that you're facing. So, yun, for me, the long-term coaching program is really for my long-term vision as well. And at the same time, for really fast-tracking, overcoming the challenges that you are facing.
Yes. Yes. I love how you said it na it's someone to do life with, because I feel like we started with, okay, ito na yung roadmap. Like, okay, solid to. And then nagkaroon ka ng level up challenges, level up goals, level up visions in business na parang, okay, parang hindi na ganun kaakma yung napag-usapan natin dun sa level up life or level up goals that you have for yourself. And that's what I personally, enjoyed throughout our journey together, na parang we constantly recalibrated everything to fit to where you are in life. Because as you said, na parang I remember you said in one of our sessions na parang, oh my gosh, parang I've been so anxious for like so many weeks. Tapos it just takes one session pala, okay na ako. Like I was able to process through everything. I was able to like find the solution na. It's not like a huge mountain on my shoulders anymore. And I think that's the power of like when you just get to sit and process your thoughts, your feelings by vocalizing them to someone. Like you get to realize na parang the solutions are really within you when you just answer the right questions. When you have a coach na pwede mong batuhan ng ideas, batuhan ng mga nangyayari sa life. And that's why parang I said na whenever I see you post, whenever I see your wins, I feel like I'm winning with you. Because nakita ko yun, like where you started and where you are now. And I'm just so, so, so proud of, I always say that you trusted in me as your coach, that you trusted in our sessions for you to cry when you needed a cry, and ultimately be able to share your story now, knowing that all those things that you went through prepared you for the highs, for the results that you are living out right now. So I appreciate you so much for being here, for taking the time, and feeling ko parang kailangan pa ng mga 3 episodes kasi parang dahil pa pwede pag-usapan. Umuso kami ni Hannah, parang tama na
Game.
pag-usapan talaga. So
Yeah.
stay tuned.
Yes.
But yeah, lastly, just to wrap things up, like for those people who are considering to invest in coaching with me, maybe for like the short term, well, I have the 5 months right now, which is initially yun yung 8 weeks, and then I made it 5 months. For those considering to invest in like the Fund Your Freedom program, or those considering to invest in long-term coaching, what do you think you'd like to tell them?
I would say do it. Kasi you're not gonna think of the ROI eh. Kasi yung ROI that you're going to like get from this program is who you're becoming in that like 5 months. And I feel like so powerful ng mga coaching tools and yung mga coaching sessions that you're going to have with Coach Nick. And I'd always really like recommend her program kasi hindi lang ako, like a lot of like all of my friends invested in her. So that says so much about her program. So if you're in a phase right now that you are thinking, that means that you have to do it. Kasi if you don't, mafe-fill na naman yung spots niya, and siguro after 6 months na naman yung opening. So if you're thinking of investing, do it. Like do it na. Don't think too much.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you for sharing. And of course, always referring your friends who think that they need the coaching from me. So thank you so much for being here, Hannah, and I appreciate you so 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 much. And I will see you around. I'll see you soon.
Thank
Bye.
you, Coach. Bye.